Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? You are tuned in to episode 12 of the Trifecta podcast, and we are back. I'm your man, TaylorMade Boy, here with CincereB and Reg 1167. Fellas, what's happening? The beginning of the week. How you guys doing?
Chilly, man. What it do?
Yeah. Hey, before we get started, man, I got to say something, man. I got a friend. He kind of sick. He's kind of depressed and upset a little bit because all three of his teams lost this weekend.
You talking about Sincere?
This some bullshit, man. I'm trying to live my life in a positive state, man. I'm trying to be positive here. Here you come, man.
I really thought you was going to talk about somebody being sick, man. I really thought you was for a second.
God damn.
I wasn't going to say nothing about it, brother. Trust and believe me. I wasn't.
It was a rough weekend. All three of my teams lost, especially my Cowboys. We did have a good fight, but we started the fight too late. And punk ass, lucky ass, Aaron Rodgers, bitch ass, Aaron Rodgers, never be Brett Favre. Ass got the last pass and dumbass caught it in bomb with his toes on the line and shit. And time ran out and game was over, man.
I'm gonna tell you another surprising thing this weekend. Tyson T-Bone is a fucking white dude, not a black
Told
dude.
y'all. But yeah, straight up, dude. I knew it, man.
Like, I was sitting there and I was like, all right, I need to see who this Tyson T-Bone is. Like, cause they didn't show no profile, no pictures, no nothing. And I just flew up and down. And I was like, man, with a name like Tyson T-Bone, like you can't be anything other than a brother. And I know that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if that sounds racist, but I mean, to me, the signs are pointing in the direction of that being a brother. So when I seen him walk out, my mouth dropped and I covered my face and said, I cannot believe this.
That's why I didn't text y'all, man. Yo, he's white. Why? I know it.
No, that's the other shocker this weekend. But I'll tell you one thing, Sincere. I feel for you, brother. But all the obnoxious fans that I've been dealing with all week leading up to that game,
that's why we lost, man.
they can go kick
Too
rocks.
many damn band riders, man. Too many band riders got on the Cowboys' dick with new jerseys on and shit.
Like it was one dude that I work with. He was like, I'm gonna be at home with my jersey, my socks, my sleeves, my long sleeve shirt, my shorts, my hat. And I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, you sitting there being cocky and confident, man. But I was like, but I'm trying to tell you, this is not the same team that you played that early in the season. He was like, man, we got that. He's like, this game ain't gonna be close. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be laughing right in his face.
Green Bay won, man, but they ain't all that, dude. When we finally turned it up, look how fast we caught their ass, man. That was, I think that we had a month off, man. That month off was killed them, man.
Mm-hmm.
That killed them, man.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know what was going on, dude. Like they was like, what the fuck? And then they realized, oh shit, we about to lose this bitch.
Yeah.
But it was too late.
I'm not sad, brother. I have not seen one person outside at all with any Cowboy shit on. At all.
Watch today. Watch today outside. Cause they band riders, man. Those are fake ones.
Like even the diehard fans, like on my Facebook, on my Instagram, like the ones that always post shit about all these other teams. I have not seen anything from them at all.
Man, I posted on Facebook. I bought my shit outside today. I bought my shit, my video today. I'm gonna keep wearing my shit. Cause we could have been 1-15 or 16, whatever.
Absolutely true.
I've been there. We've been there before. We was 1 or something years ago. So yeah, it was depressing ass weekend, man. And now football sucks. Stupid ass sport. Who invented that shit? It's dumb. Like, who we got to chill for now, man? Who you gonna chill for now? These clowns. Oh God.
Who do you cheer for?
Yeah, who could beat the Patriots? Who could beat the Patriots?
The Steelers may do it, man. I'm telling you, they may do it. I watched a little bit of that Texans game. Man, there's some flaws. If they get on Tom Brady and stay on him, yeah.
Atlanta
Because I
made
mean,
it.
Yeah, no homo. No homo. No, don't get on them and stay on top of them. Not in that manner.
Atlanta may be able to. I don't know, man, but it has to be a good defense team, man, that can do that.
Yeah, I got
Maybe
Steelers.
Green Bay.
I got Steelers in Atlanta in the Super Bowl, and I actually got Atlanta taking it all.
You know what? That's what I predicted to my son like 2 weeks ago. I said Steelers in Atlanta in the Super Bowl, but it's going to be an ugly Super Bowl because I hate both black teams in the Super Bowl. I want some color. And I don't want...
They might go with the white jersey, man.
Man, look, man. And see, here's the thing. Y'all know I roll with the home team, right? So
Right.
So I don't say... if you notice, I never said anything about Atlanta all season long.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on Washington because I'm a Washington fan, but the home team, I got to go with the home team. But whenever I expect them to wear the white jerseys, they don't.
Just don't be surprised this time.
Man, as long as Patriots don't win, if they don't go to Super Bowl, I want a Super Bowl. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, a lot of people say that too, man. So you're not the only one.
So that's the main thing for me. I'm mad now because I ain't in it. But if Patriots get out, don't make it, I'll be just as happy as I got in it, man.
Yep.
Surprisingly, everybody. Surprisingly, that's not even one of the topics that we talk about today. That's something that I did not expect Reg to do. So he's surprised.
Reg always started shit.
Reg, that was funny, man. I'm sorry, brother. That was hilarious. I did not expect that at all. So the topics actually for this podcast, on the other hand, this is going to be a lot of. I mean, it's always a lot of discussion, but this is something that a lot of men and women probably think about a lot too. So first and foremost, can men and women be friends? Then also we're going to talk about, the whole debacle with Steve Harvey and the backlash that he's receiving for visiting Donald Trump. We normally don't discuss politics, but something like this is a newsworthy story because of the type of backlash that he had received. Then Sincere wanted to ask the question as far as like how would we like to be remembered. Then he wants to also give us a story about a trade school teacher and something that happened. But we'll go into more about that once we get to that topic. And then want to know your guys' opinion about giving second chances. We all know that, the United States is the land of opportunity and a land of second chances for some individuals, but the way society is now, second chances is almost like damn near is non-existent in a way. So first, Reg, I'll let you take over this first one about men and women, so I'll go ahead and let you start this off, man.
Yeah, my wife and I often have this discussion. Can men and women be friends? Mm-hmm. And I've always said no, they can't, because one wants something from the other. And here's an example. I knew this chick from high school. Used to hang out with her and her husband and stuff like that. And my wife was like, she likes you. Nah, we just friends. Mm-hmm. She likes you. Yeah. Hung around them for a few months, and then she was working where I worked and everything. We was always joking around and all that stuff, man. And then one day, come to find out, she liked me.
How'd you find out?
It was a tragic accident. Let's see, she worked.
Oh my God, you killed him?
I was about to say, what the fuck type of tragic accident?
Look, I don't want to be a witness or nothing.
Nah, her daughter worked where we worked and everything, and her daughter was going through some stuff with her boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. So her daughter was at work one day, and we got a phone call. It was my friend's ex-husband calling to say that their daughter boyfriend just committed suicide.
Shit, man.
And when she got the news, the first person she came running to
Was
and
you.
she grabbed me, and I'm like, why you all up on me, you know? And I understand at that moment, but like a couple of days later, she was like, we was in the break room. She was like, I got to talk to you. I was like, what's up? You know I really care for you, right? And I was like, yo, wait a minute. I like to tore my butt up trying to get up out that break room, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I was like, yo, man, I stayed away from her like forever ever since then, man.
But you know what it probably was, though? The simple fact that, you know, in a tragic sense like that, you're the one that was there. So normally when something like that happens, someone's feelings generally get stronger for another individual that's already been like that. But when you go, when when you're there for that person in the tragic sense and they remember that, their feelings get really into it way more than what it normally is.
Yeah, man. And then it's like after that, I stopped going over to her house and all that a lot less, and just stayed away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the funny thing: ran into her like a month ago, and she was like, "You still married?" I was like, "Yeah, of course."
She didn't even say what's up. She just said, "That's the first question she asked."
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And this was like, now the accident, the suicide happened like in 2005. It is 2016, you know? And I had told my wife about it, and she was like, see, I told you she liked you. She always did. I could tell just by the way she acted whenever she, you know. And me, like a dummy, I don't pay that junk any attention because
I'm just like you, brother. I'm just like you.
Focus on my wife. You know what I'm saying? Forget
just like you. What you think, Sincere?
I mean, I think they can be if they just like maybe saying what's up on Facebook. But I'm not with the thing for I'm going to go lunch with my best male friend shit. I'm not with that. And I don't think my other half would be the same way with that neither. So if she goes, then I'm going to go with her. We both go. We can have dinners with him, and that's cool. But hanging out all the time on a one-on-one basis, I'm just not down with that, man, because in the back of my mind, I'm always going to think something can happen.
Right.
Maybe because I'm a male. Maybe that's how most men probably think. But I'm thinking like a male would think, especially if he's single.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if he was married, too, he wouldn't be wanting to meet up with my wife if he was married, too. I don't think his wife would be going for it all the time.
Nah, hell no.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, and I feel the exact same way. But I have to look at my father. My father got all these kids all over the place.
Yeah,
I got brothers and sisters all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, because we guys we think about one thing: conquering the pussy. That's it.
I know. It's not even on purpose. It's like accidental shit.
Right.
Like, I don't understand what's going on inside my head, yo. It's a dark shit going on in there. There's some dark shit going up in there, yo. Like, I don't know, but yeah, man. I just can't see that happening. I don't know, that kind of. Now, if they on Facebook, and like my wife got male friends that she went to high school with. I'm cool with that. They talk on Facebook, blah, 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 blah. I'm straight with that, but it gets to the point where I gotta go have lunch with him and shit. No, we both gonna go. I ain't nobody going.
Yeah.
And that's that. So can they be friends? They can to a certain point. And when it gets to that certain point, then it has to be cut off because it's getting too much action in my life. So yeah.
I agree. I think it is possible for men and women to actually coexist and be friends. And I can say I honestly have a couple of female friends that I consider them friends and nothing more than that. And I know that, well, as far as I know of anyway, is that, you know, they don't look at me in that sense neither. However, even with me being friends with them, I still limit my communication with them because it's out of respect for my other half and for, you know, the feelings of my other half, because I don't want her to feel as though, something can possibly happen, and to keep in communication with a lot of people on a regular basis.
Yeah,
And so,
and these male friends, do you call them like, hey, this is AA Rod, you want to kick it to lunch today? Do you do that with your
nah, I can't. Nah, hell no.
See, you can't do that shit. No.
Nah, if it's one of those things where I want to see my female friends, I'll make sure it's in a group setting with other individuals that I am also cool with, so that we can all see each other together. And it's not
like a work thing. After work, go hit the bar.
And it's not and it's not like a personal one-on-one thing where hey, I'm on my way up to this place. Where you at? Yeah, we can sit down and have lunch. It's nothing like that whatsoever. Like I have like an extended. I have,
go to high school.
I have like an extended family.
Yeah.
And for me, my extended family comes from my previous job, which is working at Bob's. And my closeness with these individuals are to the point to where I call them family. So, I'll group text all of them at the same time and, sit there and have a conversation. And then, I never make plans to see one person by himself. I always make plans to see all of them together. And, it has, a couple of females and then, the rest are all males. But even the female that is single, I don't sit there and, I'll, occasionally send out a text, hey, what's up, sis, what's going on? How you doing? How's life? How's everything going? Yada, yada, yada. But I don't sit there and try to make plans to actually go see her and chill with her or anything like that. Like, that does not happen. So, I think, like Sincere said, that you can be friends with a female, but it is to an extent, and you have to have limited communication with that person. Because the more you communicate, the more feelings get involved from, and it won't even be from you, but it can be from the other individual. The more feelings get involved, and once the feelings get involved, then that's when you'll get a situation like what Reg went through about the fact that you just being a friend to that person because it's a tragic time, but they're looking at it in a totally different sense of you actually being there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I can't chance it though, man. I just can't chance it. I don't want no drama. I don't want no shit happening whatsoever, and I just want this. I want it to be as copacetic as possible.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go to jail, man.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go to jail, and I ain't trying to be like my daddy and my uncle.
Kids, Rolling Stone.
Kids,
straight up Rolling Stone,
man.
So what was you about to say, Reg? My bad, brother.
Funny thing is, I was going to work the other night, and I ran into one of my half brothers, and I got pissed. And the reason why I got pissed because he's sitting there, and his mannerisms, the way he looked, and everything, reminded me of my dad. Man, I just wanted to go and smack him in the face.
Man.
That's something that cuts deep. If you just look at him and just looking at him makes you that mad.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was funny because when I saw him, I'm like, dang, that look like my dad. And I'm looking, man, God, that boy look just like him, man. I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm glad you didn't smack him.
Yeah.
I'm very, very glad you didn't smack him. So the next thing, man, is this whole thing with Steve Harvey. For anyone that has no idea, Steve Harvey has been getting this massive backlash for visiting Donald Trump. And it was something in reference to like a meeting, almost like what Kanye West had with Donald Trump, I'm assuming. But I think a lot of people are mad at the fact of, if you ever listen to Steve Harvey radio show, and as much as they've talked about, the Republican Party and stuff like that, and, it's pretty much a Democratic type thing, on that show. I think everyone, I can say, is safe to assume that they're all Democrats. So I want to know what your opinion is about this, man. And do you feel like that the backlash that he's receiving is warranted?
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna give you two reasons. Like you were saying, and the excuses that he gave for going.
I didn't hear that. What did he say?
One of them was, oh, when the president-elect calls you, you ain't got no choice.
Really?
What? And then the second excuse was, oh, well, I'm doing what Barack told us to do. Sit down and talk. Man, okay,
Wow.
but all this time when he was running and all this, you bashing him, talking, and now you, buddy, come on, man.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So whatever you getting, he deserves. Because if I don't, it's like this. If I don't like you or whatever, and I'm bashing you and all this, I guess I'll be sneaky about it. We'll talk, but it'll be behind closed doors and nobody will know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I done bashed you all this time, nah.
Yeah.
Tricky one for you, Sincere?
Huh?
Tricky one for you?
Well, I don't. Yeah, man, it's kind of tricky. Yeah, because I don't really know. I don't know what his intentions are. Like, but I can see the back. I think nobody should get backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody should get all these bad messages sent to him. I don't know. I haven't read none of the messages that were sent to him, but I can imagine what people are saying. But I mean, I can see why people would say shit too. I mean, not the trolls, but the people that really follow Steve Harvey and take his words to heart. Mm-hmm. And everything. I can see those people being upset about him going and why. Because like you said, Red, he do all this bashing, but then soon he call you, you go to the White House. You don't have to go. You can turn that shit down. They ain't gonna take you off the TV or nothing. So it's depending on what he's trying to do, and I read a smaller thing when Chuck D said, leave Steve Harvey alone because we need an inside man. I don't know. Maybe that could be something he's thinking about trying to get done good and get some real stuff. But I don't think he is, though. But it could be it. So does he deserve the backlash? Not to the point if the messages are like die bitch or nigga this or coon this or something. Right. Not that kind of shit. Right. But reasonable people saying, hey, man, why are you going there after you pretty much bashed them during a whole election time? Yeah. Ask questions like that and let them know, hey, I'm pretty upset that you're going there. And yeah, that kind of feedback, that's cool. He probably deserved that. But if it's getting to a point where you're getting racist and threatening him and talking about his parents and shit like that, then that's just too far.
Yeah, I understand how you feel about, being mixed about it because, I think, everyone says be the bigger person. It's always a saying that everyone says is that, it's tough to be the bigger person in a tough situation. And I don't know, man, like I'm like 50-50 in this. Like I can understand the reason why he sat and actually went and talked to him. But I think where it kind of like confuses the hell out of me is, after the meeting and after seeing them both come down and, be inside the lobby and I don't know, man, it's weird because if I would be one of those logical type people, like I never get my emotions wrapped up when it comes to celebrities and stuff like that. And I never get in my emotions and never get in my feelings when I see a celebrity does a certain thing. But my whole thing, for me we'll be trying to figure out, what's the reasoning behind going to do that after, like I said, you've been doing everything that you was doing during the actual campaign and talking so much smack about him and saying that he's this type of person and he's that type of person, and it's almost as if like you are, like you're reneging on what you're saying in a way. And so I think that's what it is with a lot of people though, man. I think a lot of people are just so confused about the fact of, him saying everything that he was saying during the time that he was going through the during the campaign, and all of a sudden, to hear the response that is, that really surprised me, as far as him saying that, when the president-elect calls, then you go answer. I don't know about y'all, but if the fucking bill collector calls that you don't want them to call, you don't pick up. I know I don't pick up. I know that for me personally. If it's a phone number that I see that I don't want to pick up, I don't sit there and pick it up just because of the fact that they're calling. I don't pick the shit up. So for me, if it was me personally and me having the type of morals that I have, if I don't like an individual, or if I don't really, I'm not fond about an individual and they call me asking me to come over for a private meeting, if I don't necessarily need to, then hell no, I won't do it. But if it's one of those things to where someone tries to, or that person tries to explain, the reason of why they're calling, and, and it might have been something like that too, where he got the phone call and, he might have went down into detail and told him the reason why he's calling and, trying to get him to come out. So it's a lot of things that, we just see from the public perception, but we don't know everything into detail because not everything was all revealed. So,
yeah. Plus, we have to also remember that they all did it to each other. I mean, look how bad Trump was talking about Hillary, how he wanted to get her arrested. She's a thief. She's a crook, criminal. But then once he won, they asked him, "You still gonna take Hillary to court?" Nah, she's a great person. She's strong. She does so much for everybody. It's just they swap, back and forth, man. Yeah. President Obama do the same thing. So,
see, my bad. Go ahead, B.
No, go ahead, man.
I look at it like this too, man. Oh dang, I lost my thought, man. All right. I look at it like this. Why did he call Steve Harvey? Because he's trying to get in good with the black.
Yeah.
Because
man.
Check this out. Oprah, he ain't called Oprah. I mean, and then when he was campaigning, who did he get as black folks behind him? He had Fred the Hammer Williamson. He's so irrelevant till it's like crazy, man. Ain't nobody heard about this dude since 1970.
That was before I was born.
And then he had
see what I'm saying?
And he had a black marching band at his what you call it?
What, at the inauguration?
Yeah,
he had a black marching band. Yeah. I'm not sure what black college is doing it, but
he is? I didn't even know about that. Like I seen a rundown of the fucking people that was going to be performing, and it was like nothing but 4 people. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, he got a black marching band, man.
And then you heard what Steve Harvey also said. He said that he want to work with Ben Carson in redeveloping the urban community.
Ben Carson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't
know Ben Carson was the HUD.
No, I knew that, but I didn't know he want to work with Ben Carson.
Yeah, that's what Steve Harvey said, man. To help rebuild the black community, the urban community, man.
Oh my God!
Hold on, why you just gotta have black folks rebuilding the urban community? That's how we all live in the urban community. Nah, you got whites, Mexicans, you got all living in the urban community. So why you gotta something ain't right, man?
Yeah,
I agree, man. Yeah, it's a tricky one, man. It's a tricky one.
Yeah,
but I think everyone is warranted to feel the way that they feel. But as long as they are, like Sincere said, respectful about the way that they go about it, then I can't do nothing. But I can't even say anything. But once you cross that line, then that's when you gotta stop yourself.
Yep.
So what's the other question you want to ask us here, as far as something in reference to how we want to be remembered?
Yeah. So not even thinking about death, but death would be a factor. But we'll just change it up from death. Let's say we was being visited by some aliens, and they're about to take you away from this planet Earth, from your family and everything, and you're not returning. You know this already. You're not returning. Like, how would you want to be remembered by friends and family and people in general?
That's an easy one. That's really easy for me. I want to be remembered as loyal, down to earth, crazy as hell at moments, and an all around great person. Because I like to look at myself as a I look at myself as a role model in a sense, and it all kind of goes back to like martial arts. And for me, you know, taking martial arts and, you know, being in a school where, you know, I was the oldest student, but then having so many kids and stuff that look up to you and see what you do and see how you are, that type of thing sticks out to me. And it's always stuck with me, you know, ever since I've been doing it. And even now, to this very day, like my school always had this motto as far as we lead by example and never following what someone else is doing because of the simple fact that person is doing it because it's popular. So with that motto is always stuck behind me, as an individual, as a man, and I would like to just be remembered, man, as just one of the coolest people that you would ever come across.
Okay. About you, Reg?
Man, I want to be remembered as, dang, that Negro owed me some money.
Oh, come on, man. Why would you want to be remembered like that, Reg?
Because they'll never forget me. They'll never forget me.
It's so stupid.
They'll never forget you, huh?
Think about it. Man, dude be 90 years old. You remember Reggie? That Negro owed me some money, man. Hey.
Yeah, I want some money. So that's it? You just want to remember like that, that's all?
That's it.
Damn.
You going ruthless, man.
I know, man. What kind of casket you want? Wood box?
Man, wrap me up
on the river with some vodka on your face.
Yeah.
Damn, Rez. Man, you want to know, like,
Man,
you want
think
nothing,
about it.
You want a nice coffin with air conditioning and shit?
No, they will always remember me. Always. Till the day they die, they will remember me.
Damn, man. You got one a little more, man. Not even your funeral? Do you want a funeral?
No.
Well, to put you in the dumpster, lady, just rot.
Hey, no. I tell you what. Chop me up, take me to the zoo, and feed me to the lions.
Seriously?
God
Damn, man.
Yeah. I'm a part of I'm a part of life. I'm a part of that ecosystem.
You know, he'll shit you back out later, though, right?
Hey, but check this out. I'll still be here because guess what? Now I'm fertilizing the earth.
Oh shit!
Damn,
now you going down the toilet, nigga. That's where you going. Scoop your ass up in the trash. Damn, Reds, man.
I'm surprised by that, Reg. I did not expect that at all.
I'm kind of depressed a little bit, man.
Damn. As a Negro that always owed them money. Okay.
Chopped up and fed to a lion. That's something else. I think I have to remember. I'm like you. Not like Reg. Hell no. I'm like you, man, Aaron. Man, I don't be like people just know I'm cool, man. I treat everybody nice with respect, man. Try to be a good dad, good family man, good husband. Overall, man, just be a kind person, man. And I hope that people remember me like that. Like it's kind of important, you know. I want to be known as a positive. I don't want to owe nobody no damn money when I leave. Shit. That's like you don't want to be forgotten, but you be a burden for everybody's life. That's a burden right there. So I just want to leave everybody peaceful, man, and yeah, that's it, man. Really.
So I'm gonna tell you one thing, man, and you probably feel the same way that I feel since you do streams and stuff just like I do. It's amazing how just you being yourself touches people, not in that type of way, but, you know, touches them, you know, in the sense of you meaning something to them. Like, perfect example, and I'll give this person a shout out. Subscriber by the name of Drew, and he came into one of the streams just kind of like at random, and he has thanked me so many different times, and I can't say, you know, thank you enough to him for just being supportive of, you know, of me and how and what I do and stuff on the channel. But it's him along with a lot of other people that look forward to me actually live streaming because of the fact of when I come online, they have a way of actually kind of escaping from whatever it is that they're going through, or, you know, they feel like they can come on and, you know, just talk to me about stuff or whatever it is that they're going through and not having to be, you know, judged by anybody, or, you know, not having to worry about, you know, being judged whatsoever. And that's the type of thing for me, man, like where I want to leave an impact on someone's life in a positive sense. So I take, you know, really, really, really big pride in something like that. So
yeah, man. And you know, that's a good thing too, man, because when I was at Desert Storm, one of the things we did, we liberated Kuwait.
mm-hmm.
That's our you know, Abu Dhabi and Dubai. That's how the reason how they got to where they at right now for all these shit they be building, because we liberated that. But to do that, man, and then when we got there and all the people was on the side and thanking us and happy and now they can do shit on their own, man, that's just stuck to me from all this time, man, and to the day, you know. Yeah. I still think about that and I feel that. And then they gave us an actual medal that they made for us here in the States to where we were actually in the war. So I got that medal. That medal is dope. It's one of the dopest medals that I have. But I still think about that, man. It felt good knowing that I was part of that.
Yeah.
And if I pass or something like that, I know that's something that I did.
Yeah.
Me and a bunch of other military, you know, soldiers or whatever, help those people become what they are over there now, man. Yeah. So that's definitely a good feeling to feel that way, and like you did something before you left, you changed people's lives, man.
Yeah. So I get it. I feel ecstatic, man, when I know that I'm a positive note on someone's day, somehow, some way. Like, even if it's even remotely in the slightest bit, that makes me feel good. That brightens up my day. And depending on the situation, man. And I've said this before. I know I'm gonna hit some shit, like, you know, when I hit, you know, the milestone that I want to hit, and I'll get something from somebody, from some type of comment where they're going to say something that's going to hit me so deep as far as in my soul that I'm going to get fucking emotional, dude, because I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and, you know, I say what it is, how I feel, but then, you know, I'm not afraid to show any type of emotion whatsoever. So I just man, I take something like that really to heart, as far as, like, you know, wanting to be remembered in a positive sense.
Yeah, not Reg. After hearing all that shit, you still want to just be known the person that you owe money to and be fed to a lion?
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
One thing y'all gonna learn about me, right, is I'm a very narcissistic person. I want you to remember me, and you will always remember me.
By any means necessary.
Any.
I'm gonna fuck your whole system up, baby. You die. I'm coming. I'm gonna bury you in a gold ass casket, sitting on 24s with accents and bitch. I'm gonna bury your ass with flowers on top of that bitch and everything. I'm gonna say he paid all his damn debt. Shit.
Oh, shit, man. I'm still surprised by that though, Reg. So what's the other story you got for us to say about a trade school teacher?
Yeah, a trade school fires president after he gave homeless student shelter in the library during sub-zero weather.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
So my question to y'all, do you think the president should have been fired? And if you was the president, would you have done the same thing? And what should this actual school do overall? Should they reverse it? Should they have just not fire the president, maybe help the kid get a place to stay, or let the kid continue to stay in the shelter?
That's a no-brainer for me. To answer the first part, no, they shouldn't have fired him. And they should have done all of the above. You know, found a shelter, not fired him. Give him a raise, man. I mean, because I swear to God, dude, corporations today really get on my damn nerves to the highest level, where someone is just being a sensible human being and looking out for another person to make sure that they have shelter, and they want to use that as a reason why to let someone go. And that shows you how petty that a lot of these corporations are now, to the point to where they are finding the smallest reasons to get rid of someone, that they are trying to probably switch them out with someone else that they already have in mind. Man, I will tell you, Mike, right now, coming from myself, big props to the individual that actually had the sense to give them a shelter and not stay in those sub-zero temperatures, and gave them warmth and gave them comfort, even for a night. Big props to you, man. Fuck what the hell they did, because that is bullshit. That is straight bullshit, man.
Yep.
Man, I'm on the opposite end.
Uh-oh.
Fire his.
What the hell, Reg?
I'm gonna tell you why. If it was okay, situation was that bad, let dude stay at your house. Let dude stay at your house, not in the library. Let him stay at your house. He ain't do that because he ain't trust him. See, yeah, okay, you can stay in the library. You don't own this library, but you do own that house. So come to, fire his behind. Should have been fired and paid a fine.
Reg,
oh my God, dude.
You surprised the shit out of me tonight. I'll tell you.
That's why you owe people money, man, right there, man. That's why you owe people money. Yeah.
You're surprising the shit out of me tonight, Reg. I did not expect that at all.
Damn, Reg. That's rough, man. But hey, I respect your opinion, though.
Yeah, totally.
That was all about, man. I respect your opinion. Hell no, the president should have been fired, man. Some bullshit, man. He having somebody not have to be on the street in sub-zero weather. And all you do, what are you gonna steal the library books? Who the fuck wants to steal books, man? That's crazy, man. Crazy.
I'm just dumbfounded, man.
Yeah, man. So I think they shouldn't have fired him. What the school should have did was either help the child maybe stay with a parent they know or something, or got him a hotel room, or let him continue to stay maybe in the gym somewhere where he's not in front of a lot of people. But don't fire the president. They should have helped the kid out and found out, first of all, why is he out in the wild shelter? Why is he? They didn't even live on the damn street.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They didn't even care about that. They just want to fire the president. And it's crazy, man. So no, it was bad. They shouldn't have fired the president. They should have helped him, help that child find out a place to live or something.
Yeah, I think they, if anything, if they didn't, I can understand them, letting him stay in the library just for that night. But I'm with you, man. I think they should at least try to find a shelter for him to actually stay at, for, even if it's for like an additional day or two. But, man, I'm just, that bothers the hell out of me, man.
Yeah, man. Reg, damn, boy, you don't give a damn about the homeless, do you?
Man.
Reg is ruthless as shit, man.
Dude should have, come to my crib. But nah, he didn't. He let him stay in the library. You know how hard it is to get funky feet smell out of carpet, man.
Oh, golly.
They do have carpet cleaners, man. They do have, they got Shout, they got 409.
They got Shouts, 409, yo. Oh, my God, what's going on right now?
They got stuff to clean carpets, Reg.
Man, wait, are you drinking that moonshine again, Reg? Reg, you moonshine?
No, not tonight, man. Not tonight.
Man, this is straight raw.
Okay, well, me and Aaron going to heaven, and Red's going to hell. So that's settled.
The last thing we want to talk about, man, is I want to know your guys' opinion about second chances or giving second chances. I think with society, it's very selective on who they give second chances to. And if you think about it in the sense of like, you get someone that pays their debt to society, and after they pay their debts to society, society still doesn't want to give them a second chance based off of something that you know, I guess it just depends on how serious it was. Now, I would tell you for sure, here in the good old DMV, I don't know if you guys remember this story, but it was he was Attorney General for Maryland by the name of Jack Johnson. And he got arrested by the FBI. But the funny thing about it is that they had his phone tapped. So he wasn't, like, he was, you know, smuggling and doing all this other stuff with, you know, money illegally. Dude, I wish, you got to hear the audio. The wife called him and asked him or said something about the police is knocking at the door. And, of course, you know, he's panicking, trying to figure out what to do. She asked him, you know, so what are you going to do with all the money? This motherfucker told her to stuff it down her panties and walk out.
Damn.
So, like, so then when you look at other stuff, where you look at Michael Vick, for instance, he's another perfect example. You know, the whole dogfighting incident and everything like that, and how people didn't want to give him a second chance because of the fact of, you know, the cruelty to animals. But then you have
bullshit.
But then you have other people that have actually, that plays in the NFL, that have actually killed another individual, and they still get a second chance like nothing. Like nothing happened, but it's causing death to another human being. So my thing is, how do you guys feel about this ass backwards second rate of thinking of second chances and who's warranted to second chances?
Yeah, I'm all for second chances. You know, I'm all for it because people make mistakes. People, you know, we're human. We're not perfect, so we're gonna make mistakes. As long as we make mistakes, we should be allowed to correct our mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you were saying, like Michael Vick, I got really upset because Michael Vick in the dog situation, I'm a dog lover, but guess what? I used to fight my dogs. You know what I'm saying? We used to, in my neighborhood, we used to fight everything. Cats, chickens, dogs. We fought everything. You know what I'm saying? If you had two lizards there.
We live in Guatemala?
Yo, CincereB is on, he's on 1,000 tonight, man. He's on 1,000 tonight.
Fuck you live at, dude? You fight that tarantulas and what the hell going on, man?
Hey, my neighborhood back in the day, if you had an animal and you thought your animal was bad enough, bring it to the hood.
Damn, dude. My hamster will fuck your hamster up, dude, right now.
Hey, we used to catch lizards and let them, but anyway. But yeah. So, and then you had Ben Roethlisberger turn around and was charged twice of rape. But yet still, the Steelers fans was, yeah, Ben, Big Ben. But the time Michael Vick booed, you know, he walked on the field, they booed him. Come on, people.
Yeah.
This man, you know, twice here in Georgia.
Yeah, that Michael Vick thing was crazy, man. I mean, what's the crazy part about it? He didn't get caught fighting dogs, though.
Yeah,
Right.
it was somebody else. It was somebody else.
He didn't even get caught in the house.
Right.
His cousins and everybody told him. Yeah, he took them in. Like, he didn't even get caught, dude. Because he bought the place and had kind of owned it. He got arrested, man. He got kicked out, yo. Meanwhile, Brady cheats, and that changed the game, man. When you cheat, that just don't affect the record. It affects teams. It affects cities. It affects jobs. It affects money. That shit trickles, man. You get caught 2 times doing that, and you still playing? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Second chance for me, it depends on what the situation was. If you stole a bag of chips out the store and got arrested, you get a second chance. If you shot your whole family up in the middle of the night, you ain't getting no second chance.
Yeah, totally agree.
You kill one person, no second chance. Now, if you wrestling somebody, you playing a little rough, you push him, he happened to land on a pitchfork and die. Okay.
Damn, bro. That's some fucking movie shit, man.
First, it's going to depend who put the pitchfork there first. If it's clear you didn't do it,
That's some fucking
then
movie shit,
we
man.
may give you a second chance because of accident. Okay? But but that's it. Other than that, so I believe in second chances. It depends on the situation. Not everybody deserves a second chance. I'm kind of thought planned out a little bit. I kind of had that already written out somewhere. Don't worry about that. We'll just move on. Why that story seems so real. So, but yeah, and oh man, yeah, it depends because this can go as deep as relationships and all that shit. Second chance, and that depends too. You're gonna go so far with that if I give you a second chance. Some chances you're not gonna get but one, and that's it. It's a one and done. So I think it depends on the situation.
I agree. I think I think for me, man, I echo y'all sentiments 1,000% of the way. Like I said before, man, you get people in the NFL that got caught up into a DUI and crashed the car and hit head on with someone else and they kill that individual and then they're back in the league the next year. Or you can do shit like Plaxico Burress shot himself in the leg with his own gun. But
ain't seen him since.
And then of course, didn't he get kicked out the league for a year?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. He did that to himself, self-harm, not to someone else. He did that to himself by accident, and people was giving him a hard time as far as getting back into the league because of what happened. And so, I honestly feel like, man, it all depends on the level of celebrity that you have. If you have an instrumental amount of celebrity, then you will get second chances like no other. But if you're just an average Joe on the street, you can kiss that shit goodbye.
Yep.
And it's sad that it's like that, but that's just how stupid society is. And I hate that the average person can't get the same chances as the individual that has a large abundance of money or has this large celebrity status and can get second chances like it's nothing. And that's the part that really bothers me the most about it.
And another thing, I think it's like a lot of times is we're getting judged by public opinion. Social media. If social media is against you, you're done. You're finished. Yeah. And I think that is so wrong.
I think that's the biggest factor now compared to what it was back in the day. Is social media. Social media has a large factor on what happens to another person and whether or not they get second chances or not.
Yeah, it can be rough sometimes, man. I've seen some stars take a beating. But I don't think I would care though. If I was that kind of person that got to that point where people started writing me bad shit because I'm a bad person, I wouldn't care unless they faking being bad. That's what happens. See, they fake being bad. So all that backlash comes, they can't handle that shit. I'm quitting Twitter. I'm closing down my Instagram because a lot of people they're saying that's because you thought you was hard, and now the trolls don't troll your ass. Now you crying like a little bitch. You can't handle it. Now you want to quit. Stop acting so damn hard. Be nice to people. So, yeah, social media is crazy, man.
I agree, man. Well, I think that would pretty much do it for us, everyone, on episode 12 of the Trifecta podcast. As usual, gentlemen, did you want to leave anything for anybody?
Same thing. Just subscribe to all our channels, turn on your notifications, watch our gaming stuff that we do. Thanks for the support. Leave comments down below. Leave questions down below. And come again, bring a friend.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who check out this podcast. We all three really do appreciate it.
Totally agree, man. Totally agree. I don't have anything else to add. And like I said, I just am grateful to have come across you two gentlemen, to have created the type of bond that we've created over YouTube and outside of YouTube is fucking amazing. So I will continue to keep doing what I'm doing, man, and I don't see anything that's going to stop the type of friendship that we all have together. And
Yep.
I think a lot of you guys that listen to the podcast can actually hear how genuine this actually is. It's not any type of manufactured shit. This is all 1,000% real. So with that being said, man, that would do it for us. I'm your man, TaylorMade Boy, here with CincereB at Reg1167, and we will see you guys at the end of the week of episode 13 of the Trifecta podcast. So until then, everyone, we will holler at you all later. Peace.
Peace.